Radio, radio monster. Radio, radio monster. Let's try to change your opinion on what you're listening to. Your opinion of your music is true. So true. Yo, these hip-hop vultures picking the pop culture. Let's try to change your opinion on what you're listening to. Your opinion of your music is true. So true. Yo, radio monster.
Yeah, Protest the Heroes are Between the Bear to Me is super cool. They're like, not the but Between the Bear to Me, they're like virtuosos. Yeah,
what does that even mean?
They're just amazing musicians.
Sort of. Tired of you high tide fly guys. Why the only waves that you make are bye-bye. High five, one for me, two for preacher, three for every MC who comes forward with form and a tight right. Don't try to mic check with deplorable eyesight, cause you might not see what you might not be. I'm too hyped for the scene to leave the life that beats. You agree with me, right? Come on, write that preach. Your pop's too soft, come on, spice that drink. Come on, spike that ice, that it's like that, see? Let's try to change your opinion on what you're listening to. Your opinion of your music is true. So true. Yo, these hip-hop vultures picking the pop culture. Let's try to change your opinion on what you're listening to.
All music genres in on this. Everybody work together. Everybody promote each other. Just all around good project for the area.
Get the local music scene together. How do you guys think that the local music scene around here is doing so far?
I mean, I think it's slow. It's really slow for if you want to do anything or go anywhere, you know. That's why I'm trying to, like, do this concert series so we can, you know, create awareness.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. As you guys know, I'm the local music director, but it's really hard to get a lot of music because people, like, they're shy or they're just really new and they're just kind of amateur, or then if they're well known, like they have, you know, an attitude or whatever. It's really hard to get them all to see that, like, it should be one effort, one collective effort to promote people, you know. So I don't know. I definitely agree with you there. And just is there any information you want to tell people about? Tell them to come out, or?
Well, it's gonna be kicking off November 5th. This Saturday at Howard's Club H, 9 o'clock. Make sure you come early. It is highly suggested. We got Lesson 22, we got Abby Ray, Campus Hustlers, and DJ 1UP. So we got hip-hop, alternative, acoustic, and some dubstep.
Sweet.
Hosted by Outspoken.
That was lovely. That was a lovely interjection.
I don't know, was I supposed to say something fantastic about it? We come with fireworks.
Alright, well how did you all get to with the people that you're with now to make music? How do you two lovebirds meet?
Well,
Mark.
That's a long story.
Yes. Actually, I kind of grew up with this guy.
Punctuated by many punches to the head. That's
we actually feuded as growing up as children.
As twinks.
And,
yeah, he kicked my bicycle down. I strictly remember that. It's a painful memory.
I think it was like the drinking culture that brought us together.
The social lubrication that eventually led to such wonderful music.
Everyone likes getting lubed up.
So how did you meet your band friends?
We've all known each other for a pretty long time. Since elementary school.
This is Lesson 22.
Yeah, this is Lesson 22. I'm Travis. I'm the drummer.
Yeah, because I don't know Travis.
Well, it's nice to meet you. How you doing over there?
Yeah, I'm Mark. They call me Marktron.
Oh, are you?
People like my mother and my grandmother.
Your mother calls you Marktron?
They're like the only ones, really.
Does she make you take off your robot helmet at the dinner table?
Hell no.
Awesome. Well, so yeah, we all knew each other from elementary school. We didn't start playing music together till about 2 years ago. I had reestablished a connection with our lead singer, Kevin Stoll. You know, I hadn't seen him in a couple years, and he shout out to Kevin. He showed me some songs on his guitar, and I said, man, you know, you got it. Like, we need to go get you playing with a band. So I got a hold of one of my friends, Matt Patrick, and we went over to his parents' basement, actually.
Cute.
Classic story, you know. And played on all of his equipment. He had everything we needed to just get going. And by the time we got done playing that first time, we all kind of looked at each other and were like, oh, are we starting a band right now? And then So yeah, we all agreed, of course, and
it was there.
Yeah,
you can't fight it.
Exactly. And then our lead guitar player Chris Kirk had already played with Kevin on some acoustic stuff before that, so
Captain.
he just Captain Kirk.
I think it's amazing what can come out of the mother's basement.
Oh, you
jam sessions that lead to so many.
There's been a lot of really good bands coming out of that particular basement, and I think we're on par with the best of them, really.
Awesome. All right, and how do you, okay, this is more for you guys, is how do you think that your individual flows as artists, as urban artists, as rappers differ from other people around the scene or just in general, or who do you think that you maybe take some style tips from? What kind of, just talk a little about your flows individually.
It's lyrical base it's away from anything that you can consider mainstream, but the style of the mainstream flows is heavily influenced, obviously, by, in my opinion, every rapper, because that's where we get our influence from. I mean, when that's the only thing they play on the radio, what do you have the choice of? So, I mean, it's hard to stay away from the style of what's happening nowadays in the mainstream. Definitely Eminem and Royce killed that album. Jay-Z, Anytime.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bubblegum, but there's also still, like, an evolution in music happening no matter what. So, like, there are, like, some good mainstream artists that you can, like, that at least we can consider good enough to mimic, if anything. But they're, for the most part, we're against mainstream. Like, not into pop.
No, we're not into taking over the radio stations, you know. We're into everybody getting a little piece.
Gotcha. And as far as your sound goes, how do you feel like you either go against the mainstream grain or are influenced by it, or how do you think you fit into that?
If anything, I don't think we go against the mainstream grain. I think we we recognize it and embrace it. If you go through our album, Animal Hill, you really hear a lot of different genres of music, because all four of us, we listen to so many different kinds of music. We all bring our own piece to the table, and we fit it together the best way we know how. It's just, I mean, there's nothing more you can do besides that. But I'd say that anything I hear, any music that I hear is inspiring me.
You take it,
yeah, if I like it, it's gonna get incorporated somehow.
That's my favorite kind of music. When it be like urban, hip hop, alternative. When you just take a collection of really awesome pieces and kind of quilt them together into like a new foundation. I think that's the best way to kind of mix up music.
And you don't want to get bored listening to it either.
Exactly. All right, well, let's take a listen to some of this local music. What would you guys like to start out with? Lesson 22, Legg, what do we got?
No. I want to hear Outspoken first, actually.
Okay, so...
That sounds good.
Why don't you introduce...
I've heard of these guys.
I heard they were pretty good.
What song are we going to play?
Election time.
Yeah, let's do
it's about that time of the year.
Yeah, I'm going to vote for a mayor.
All right.
I'm excited about that.
I think it's song 2.
All right. So any introduction to this? Or just want to let it play?
It's just a song.
What were you wearing when you recorded this?
I was wearing a tie.
You were wearing a tie?
I actually rap about the tie.
Goofy song about being elected into office and taking over this rap game.
Merce for president.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay, so it's Election Time by Outspoken, and we have them in studio to talk a little bit about it afterwards. If you like it, call and say something at 419-372-8810, not .1. Or you can tweet me at Asley Robin Paul, or you can like them on Reverb Nation or Facebook, anything like that. So Google it. This is
Legg the Preacher.
Google that.
L-E-G-G.
Election Time.
I am a total I did have sexual relations with that woman, Monica, to protect America from terrorists that are terrorizing our terrific place of peace and God. America and God. It's election time.
Watch for the campaign on a rampage. Leave the race if you can't take.
Election time.
Suits come a mad game. Rap politics. Leave the picture if you can't hang.
Election time.
Watch for the campaign on a rampage. Leave the race if you can't take.
Election time.
Suits come a mad game. Rap politics. Leave the picture if you can't
It's
hang.
election time.
I'm the candidate. Many tried out, but the public wasn't having it. So they put me on the ballot and I handled it. I'm taking the office and I didn't have to scandal it. Y'all failing, got no game. Sarah Palin, John McCain. Outspoken, got the reins. Might as well stop hoping to stop the rain. Cause there's a storm of ruin and nobody can veto. It's pouring on the country, soaking all the people. Incognito, Secret Service, know how we go. Peek the surface, straight to the top, and we eat your purchase. Beat you worthless and leave you nervous. Picture perfect, bounce if you can't hang. You got no purpose, sound like you can't take election time.
Watch for the campaign on a rampage of the race if you can't take
Election time.
Suits come a mad game, rap politics, leave the picture if you can't hang.
It's election time.
Watch for the campaign on a rampage of the race if you can't take
Election time.
Suits come a mad game, rap politics, leave the picture if you can't hang.
It's election time.
Who's next in line? I'm hungry for office, that desk is mine. I want the necktie with the best design, head to toe dressed well with expensive fines. Here I go to address the slime, I mean people of this beautiful country of ours. How are my people? I see the eagle is still your spangled animal, but I change it. America, your new identity is now a penguin, kinda reminiscent of our father Ben Franklin, a member of the Masons who fathered a nation. But that's if my facts aren't twisted and tied. Well, I'm not the secretary of history, right? Second order of business, wage war with the business, corporate existence. I know it's quite a leap, but I'm more than persistent. Come on everybody, get on board with the misfits. This is election time.
Watch for the campaign on a rampage of the race if you can't take
Election time.
Suits come a mad game, rap politics, leave the picture if you can't hang.
Election time.
Watch for the campaign on a rampage, leave the race if you can't take
Election time.
Suits come a mad game, rap politics, leave the picture if you can't
It's
hang.
election time.